talk about Veles, the Slavic god of witchcraft, underworld, wealth, and many others. Today I will speak about divinity in general. I won't go into details regarding his conjuration. I will simply share with you the magical chant for summoning him. The chant is O Veles, Velesie, o Volos, Volosie, o. Repeat this chant over and over again to communicate and talk to Veles. To raise the sacred space, you can use my ordinary black sun method. And today we will talk about working with Veles. What he is good for, what he is not good for, and how to approach him. Now, he is good for money, witchcraft, knowledge, initiation into the underworld, lot of money, protection from illegal activity, protection in illegal activity. He is also really good for musicians, poets, and artists. He is really good in baneful magic. He can teach you how to shapeshift into different animals. He can teach you soul travel. He can teach you knowledge of plants and animals. He can teach you how to astrally shapeshift your body. He can also teach you how to use shamanic drums. He can teach you how to go into trance on a really deep level. He can give you control over animal and plant spirits. He can also teach you how to bind Saturnian energies to your control. He can give you mastery of all of the 7 planets simultaneously. And he can teach you how to subvert and ignore the laws of the cosmic order. So he is really powerful divinity with a lot of tools on his disposal, but that's where the positive description of him ends. He can bring great gifts, but he is also known to be extreme trickster. He is extremely tricky deity in a sense that he will create a lot of little chaotic events in your life in order to transform you, and he doesn't tolerate being commanded in any way, and he prefers to be listened to instead of commanded. That means that he prefers to give you knowledge, to do things yourself. If you rely on him too much, he will fuck you over. And that's more true for him than for any other deity I ever worked with. He's really extremely harsh towards the magician who relies on him too much. Many of them he slight out devours. With some of them he only makes pranks. Some of them he kills. So he is protector of the poor. I forgot to mention that. And he is also protector of everybody who is doing anything which is ethical but not accepted by society. And let me explain how he hates those who rely on him without learning magic themselves. He considers the only true magic to be magic which is done through the will, intention, and energy of the operator alone. He considers calling spirits to do things for you, quote unquote, a necessary shortcut which is in many aspects damaging to the evolution of the human beings. Because of his attitude toward work with spirits to do things for you, he will routinely, if you call him over and over again to do things for you, in the beginning, in a really short beginning he will help you, but later on he will constantly do pranks, obstacles, and trickery to you. Because what he wants you to do is to rely specifically on your own self and on your own power. Also, what I noticed is that he seems to give a weird synchronicity when he likes something. So when he likes something you do, he will usually do one of the two things. He will either manifest in a really intense way, or he will make a prank. He will make a small misfortune in your life to signify that he is there and that he really likes what you are doing. And when he makes a prank, he will usually bless you after that prank 10 times over, because he's really generous if he likes what you are doing. Now, how to earn Veles' favor? And that's the question. Veles' favor, in my experience, is earned through hard work in magical practices. What I mean by hard work in magical practices, I mean hard work towards manifesting your goals yourself with your magic, without calling a lot of motherfuckers to help you spiritually. So if you behave in this manner, and if you really hard work in a way which is like intelligent and makes sense, Veles will really help you and he will bless you 10 times over. Like, he will give you 10 times more than what you asked for. And he will really do it in an intense way. But there is also another important thing Veles teaches. And that's technically how to work properly. How to turn your work in whatever you want properly. So, what Veles teaches is he technically is a proponent of emotionally and empathically motivated practicality. What I mean by that? So he teaches you to be extremely practical, and he teaches you to be extremely efficient in day-to-day life, especially about material. And he teaches you to be ruthless at times. But he also insists on you retaining empathy for people around you and not being self-centered and self-isolated. So Veles is kinda constantly teaching you balance between those things. He likes sheep meat, ox meat, milk, sheep milk, anything produced from organic milk. He likes beer, whiskey, good poetry, tobacco, and magical tools consecrated in his honor. Also, he likes something which is made from the root of the oak tree. Now, he seems to be, how we can say, mysterious God. In a way that he will give you many visions and you will not understand the shit in them, to the point of being considered absolutely dumb, because you do not understand any shit which is told by motherfucker. Veles is also a god who chooses who he will initiate, and he insists that his initiates learn to cast magic themselves without any spirits before coming to him for deeper initiation. if you don't know how to cast magic yourself without any spirit, he will simply send you to another divinity for schooling. And if you don't have any other divinity you can call, expect him, and you are in urgent situation, he will help immediately. But if situation is not urgent, he will definitely make a prank or send you to another divinity for schooling, or straight out create chaos in your life to teach you to do things yourself. And he doesn't tolerate lazy people. He doesn't tolerate them at all. Like, he jokes and fucks the shit out of lazy people. And for the end of this video, I will give you a meditation to Veles, designed by Pall is dead. And enjoy the meditation, and see you tomorrow. Veles is old Slavic god of witchcraft, sorcery and magic. He is the god of mysteries, shape-shifting, and he represents the primal aspect of us humans, and also the primal force of nature. He cannot be commanded or controlled. He can be really benevolent and really malevolent, depending on the circumstances and his will at the moment. He is known as the trickster god. He is also known as the great dragon, serpent, bull, and the devil to some Slavic peoples today. He is the god of wisdom and prophecy, as well as lies and trickery. He is god of cattle, forests, and wild animals, and he is the father of all sorcerers, according to some Slavic legends. He is also known to be protector of the poor and shepherds, and he is in eternal battle against Pall, who represents the heaven and the sky, kings and the warriors. And Veles represents the earth, the chthonic realms, the shepherds and poor peasants. None of those gods is good or evil. They are representations and observations of forces of nature, and all of those gods are morally neutral. If you wanna call Veles, do this in the darkness, preferably during the night. His presence is stronger during the spring than during other seasons, but his presence is also really strong during the winter. So keep in mind that this deity is indeed a trickster god, and he can give you great wisdom and great knowledge, but he can also trick you. He can do really quickly and powerfully things for you, but he can also fuck around with you. It all depends on his mood. And also, he is the god which offers great wisdom, but he doesn't give his wisdom to everyone, because he believes that magical knowledge should be earned. And he also is a god who doesn't like to do things for people. He likes when people do things themselves. After end of my talking, you will hear meditation to Veles, and I hope you will enjoy it and benefit from it. Thanks for watching.
Oi, Veles, Veles, yeah.